Ruben Amorim under fire at Manchester United, Gareth Southgate waiting in the wings. Manchester United are once again at the centre of a managerial storm, as reports intensify that Ruben Amorim could soon face the sack if the club's alarming inconsistencies continue. The Portuguese tactician, once hailed as the answer to United's long-standing woes, is now fighting for his survival. Meanwhile, whispers around Old Trafford suggest that England national team boss Gareth Southgate has already been lined up as the potential successor, a development that has ignited fierce debates across the football world. From Lisbon's bright star to United's hot seat, Ruben Amorim arrived at Manchester United with a reputation that carried both hope and expectation. His achievements at Sporting Lisbon, breaking Benfica and Porto's dominance, developing youth and delivering silverware, made him one of Europe's most promising coaches. The United hierarchy saw him as the ideal man to lead a cultural reset, to instill discipline, modern tactical systems, and a winning mentality into a squad that had often underperformed. But the realities of the Premier League and the weight of Manchester United's expectations have proven harsh. Despite early flashes of promise, United under Amorim have struggled with consistency. Tactical ideas have not fully translated into results. The defence has looked fragile, and attacking patterns remain disjointed. With every underwhelming performance, criticism has mounted. The once excited fan base now finds itself questioning whether Amorim truly has the tools to succeed at the highest level. A club stuck in a cycle of change. The possible dismissal of Amorim would not be an isolated case, but rather part of a pattern that has defined Manchester United since Sir Alex Ferguson retired in 2013. In the past decade, the club has cycled through managers with alarming frequency. David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Erik ten Hag, and now Ruben Amorim. Each manager arrived with a vision and fanfare. Each departure left behind unfinished projects and disillusioned supporters. The recurring cycle of promise and disappointment has created instability that has prevented the club from fully returning to the summit of English and European football. Amorim's potential fate, therefore, feels less about his own shortcomings and more about a broader institutional issue: the lack of patience, long-term planning, and structural clarity at Old Trafford. Gareth Southgate, the candidate dividing opinions. Perhaps the most intriguing subplot in this saga is the emergence of Gareth Southgate as the favourite to take over. Southgate has been England's manager since 2016, leading the Three Lions to a World Cup semi-final and a European Championship final. He has earned praise for modernising the England setup, instilling calm leadership and nurturing young talent. For Manchester United, Southgate represents stability. His reputation as a unifier could help heal divisions within the dressing room, while his experience managing big personalities at international level is seen as an asset. He also has close ties with several English internationals currently in United's squad: Marcus Rashford, Luke Shaw, and Harry Maguire, which could ease the transition. Yet the idea of Southgate managing Manchester United is polarising. Supporters and pundits alike point out that his conservative approach, reluctance to take risks, and lack of experience in elite club football could be major drawbacks. At Old Trafford, where attacking football and winning mentality are demanded, his style may not satisfy fans hungry for glory. Fan reactions: hope, scepticism, and frustration. United fans have not remained silent. On social media, the debate is fierce. Some argue that Amorim deserves more time, noting that constant managerial changes have hurt the club's progress more than individual failings. They believe ripping up yet another project would simply continue the vicious cycle. Others, however, have lost patience. They argue that Amorim has shown little evidence of adapting to the Premier League or commanding authority in a club of United's magnitude. For this group, Gareth Southgate, even with his limitations, is at least a steady, dependable choice who can restore order and professionalism. One camp mocks the idea of Southgate ball at Old Trafford, warning that it would turn United into a pragmatic, cautious side that struggles against the best. Another camp insists that Southgate's leadership, man management, and ability to nurture youth could be exactly what the club needs after years of chaos. Inside the boardroom, short-term panic or long-term vision. The power brokers at Manchester United are said to be split on the issue. Some directors reportedly believe Amorim is still the right man and argue that sacking him so soon would undermine the very vision they sold when hiring him. Others, however, fear that sticking with a faltering project could cost the club another season without Champions League football and further commercial setbacks. For those who support Southgate's candidacy, the logic is simple. He may not be the boldest choice, but he is reliable, pragmatic, and unlikely to clash with the hierarchy. For critics, that very reasoning reveals the problem. United may be prioritising convenience over ambition. What this saga means for United's identity. The discussion surrounding Amorim and Southgate goes beyond managerial preferences. It highlights the identity crisis Manchester United has been wrestling with for more than a decade. Are they a club that should chase bold tactical innovators like Amorim in the hope of long-term transformation? Or are they now more interested in stability and structure, even if it means sacrificing some ambition, as Southgate embodies? This tug-of-war between tradition and practicality, vision and safety, continues to define United's struggles. Until the club answers this bigger question, managerial changes may continue to feel like revolving doors.